and Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called Ted Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride. Now then, welcome to episode 44 of Ted Talks, the Ted Hanky Podcast, being recorded live from my shed in my back garden with me mate, Mala. I called you Mala there, Mala. I got it fucking wrong. Mala, how you doing, mate? Are you all right?
Yeah, all right, Ted. Again, I don't know why I'm saying all right, do you? I've seen you all day, you know what I mean? But all right, people out there in podcast land, how are you all doing? Mince.
That's what you do, mate, when you're hosting like a really, really popular prime time podcast like I do. You've got to talk to your guests like it's the first time you've seen them. And I know that I'm fucking sick of seeing you and I see you all day and all night for weeks now. I can't get rid of you. But that's what you got to do, so it adds an element of reality.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. You're right, podcasters, right? Come and take the rubbish out. Do your bit, man. Do you know what I mean? Why are you me and Ted doing everything here? You know what I mean? Get yourself one day and start taking out the rubbish and whatnot. Do you know, there's like Kit Kat rappers everywhere. It's chaos.
Yeah. I nearly got blinded by a cheesy What's It packet. So
Julie just threw him like ninja stars, though, doesn't she? Like, and she just knocks you with them on its class.
It was a grabber bag as well, which, funny enough, used to be a nickname down the bingo.
Well, some of the lads said she used to use like a technique when she was grabbing hold of the willies and that, like, you know, one of them claws down Ricker Beach.
Yeah.
They used to go in there with big basket loads of lads lying down and around to just be left, right, and just grab it and then yank it.
Oh, yeah.
And I heard it. Someone told us.
Rapid wrist action on old Jolie, you know what I mean? You should have seen her, mate. She used to be class up playing track and field on the Atari. You know, you could never beat her. And her wrist and finger action, the wrist on the joystick, like did fast like that.
That's funny because she did also used to look like Daley Thompson, you know.
The face of Daley Thompson and the body of Fatima Whitbread. She was a strong, powerful woman back then.
She had like the frizzy hair because of the heat and the humidity, and she had a tash and everything. She did like it was class.
And she wore those little shorts with underpant linings as well.
Yeah, I think little shorts is a little bit like, you know what I mean, Ted? Misleading here. I mean, there was 4 of us in there at one time, you know, when we tried them on a Christmas.
I know. I remember she hung them out on the balcony in Mallorca and the fucking wind got hold of them and nearly pulled the hotel down.
Yeah, that was how it was though, wasn't it? You know, like when you were like, we were in the bar and that, and then looking up and they were like, hey, where's your room? And we went, look up there, the one. And they went, what, the one that has a sailing ship hanging out the window?
Yeah, that's how we lost his pants, mate. Yeah. Class. Everyone used to hang like England flags out during the World Cup. I just used to spray a pair of Julie's knickers.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said you sprayed them because a lot of the lads said them.
You don't want to see a brown Union Jack, do you?
We thought it was some sort of protest, but yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah, right. Hey, mate, listen, did you see me fundraising quiz the other day? It's proper class, wasn't it?
Well, I wondered why you asked me to do a question, but I tell you what, right, I did see it, but only afterwards, because, like, I don't know, you just book it off, man, for a couple of hours. You said I'm only going to be 45 minutes, right? Didn't you, Ted? Yeah. And it was more like 2 hours, wasn't it, Ted?
Well, yeah, it was, yeah. I think it overran a little bit.
I was sat in the shed, you know what I mean? Just like doing like my business and that. But yeah, I've heard you did really well.
It was good, yeah. I raised 300 quid for charity, yeah.
Got Lenny Nurses and that. Because I've heard that's what you were doing, like, you know.
That was the plan. I wanted to like show them that I've got a bit of wealth for the NHS and, you know, see if they'll just give us like a gobble, you know. But I'm not allowed out. I forgot about that bit.
Well, yeah, right. Rumour has it. Now, this is just what the lads have been saying. Down the club, you know, we do the online club on Zoom now.
Virtual smokies.
Well, right, this is what the lads are saying. Down the club, this is the rumour, right? And we are one of our own, Ted, but they've said that you've had that 300 quid away, right? And all I'm going to say, right, Matters and People Podcast Land, is that today, right, the postman come round, right, and he's made me sign for this, like what looks like a carbon gold statue, right, of Uwe Fuchs, and he's got his cock out and that, and I don't know what it's all about, but it looks really expensive, Ted.
That's my new pond feature. I've got him pissing into me lazy boy luxury spa.
Lazy boy luxury spa, man. You've just put 2 massive tyres and taped them together. I've seen it.
Well, mate, it's my own Blue Peter lazy boy. You get 2 massive tractor tyres and you put plastic wrapping inside of it like that and tie it all up and seal it and then just fill it full of bubbly water.
I knew that's what it was. Like, honestly, when I spied it, I was like, wow, that looks class. And you know what? Give it away. When you were in it, you were making that noises like there was bubbles going in. That was just you with your mouth on it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not happy about being accused of snaffling that fundraising money like that. It's just a coincidence the golden Uwe Fuchs statue turned up. I've had that on order for ages, mate.
It's just weeing into your lazy spa, and I'm not being funny, but I saw that with Julie in there earlier on, and she was like catching the water in her mouth, and like she's dead happy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? She reminded me of like a hippo, and she was just like floating on the top of the water. Just letting Uwe wee in her mouth. It's like
it brings back memories. That's why, because she did Uwe's induction at the club when he was on loan.
That was set up by Viv Anderson, man. I know him. I know what he's getting up to there.
I know. But have you noticed, though, just to avoid any confusion that I've snaffled anything, I have put Uwe in a doctor's coat holding a clipboard as well, so we know it's NHS.
I like the mask he's got on, man. It's class.
Yeah. It was good. It was a good quiz. Yeah, loads of celebrities on it, Mala. I know I got you to do a question in that, but I had like Chris Kamara, I had Steph McGovern off BBC Breakfast News. I had Kay Murray off ESPN, former Boro bit. Oh, mate, she's lovely. She used
to knock around, you know, where that garage used to be on the bottom end of Thornaby Road. Like, knock around down there, man. When we were.
Is this why she moved to America? Because of you?
Well, I've been known that people do move to America. But
I had some of your footballing idols on as well. I had Neil Maddison, Dean Windass, and Mark Crossley as well.
Are you Big Mark?
Yeah. Big Norm, big fella. I had a big fella on, yeah.
That's why I put him in.
I was 6'1" of him.
I put him in my hair 11, if you remember correctly, Big Mark.
Did you? Because his little noodle haircut he used to have.
Haircut and he's like vampire tash and that.
Yeah. I also had Jason Statham. I had Tyson Fury. He came on and asked a question as well.
Now, let me tell you, someone did tell me this, that Tyson Fury, is it just a possibility he'd come on that? And like, does he know you, Ted? Is he knocking around the parish at times? I need to know.
He's done a bit of scrap collection for me in the past, so we are very close.
Yeah, well, it's all in the air, this, like, but I'm telling you, someone did say they sent us a message on me, Nokia 3210. That was what was vibrating earlier. You know, there's like an alarm and a bomb had gone off in the shed. It was the Nokia.
Yeah.
Powerful it is.
I thought the sound of the earthquake was back.
No, that was when Julie did a swan dive into the lazy spa, man.
Oh, no. Oh, she's out there. She's got S Club 7 on, just fucking splashing about in it, you know what I mean? Eating a foot long. I got in after her, mate, and there was gherkins floating about in it and all sorts. I think there were gherkins.
Foot long from.
I think there were gherkins, so, but there might have just been tampons. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, that's all I need to know. That sort of thing. You know what I mean? She's family. That's all. I don't need to be known about anything.
You know, remember years ago the old Shambossy Moose advert where the hippo used to dive into the mud. That's what she was like.
Oh yeah, we love it though, don't we? You know what I mean?
You got to, because I can't go out and get any other flange at the minute, so I'm stuck with her.
It's both a Batman, because she's harder than both of us put together. Let's not forget this.
You'll know from growing up with her, mate, in your house, you know what I mean? You couldn't get near the fridge, could you, because of her?
Yeah, her and an armoury that she carries around with her. I'm talking 16 red solid sovereign rings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and a golden crown.
A golden crown, man. She takes it off and swings it round like a mace.
Yeah. She'd be good. She'd be a good villain in like a Kill Bill film, wouldn't she? Where you got that little sort of Japanese girl swinging around that big fucking thing on a chain. Julie does that with a clown while she's eating a sausage roll.
Well, I remember one night in the Wobbly Man in Stockton, she went mental in the where people smoke tabs on the balcony.
Oh man, it was like Roadhouse, wasn't it? She was throwing people through windows, everything. She had a knife that came out the front of a shoe.
Like the owner of the Wobbly Goblin Night, he actually named it after our Julie because he loved her wobbly boobs and she was always gobbling him.
Yeah. She used to put like out-of-date foundation on as well, so her face went a bit green.
Have you ever noticed how close that was to the job centre? Is that just like a coincidence or not? In someone like when I'm going to start a business, I tell you what, just going to have a pub over there that serves pints for the pound. We'll get ourselves in there.
We had some good nights in the Wobbly, didn't we?
Oh, well, aye, man. When the Wobbly, this is what maybe we should have the cast party, like when we open up again and we're off lockdown and that, everyone at the Wobbly. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what?
Ted, right? And I tell you what, Ted, you'd only spend about 12 quid.
If we make a change, because normally we were the only people in there. So I think it's a good idea, that Mallory. I think when we're allowed out and stuff like that and we're allowed to socially touch each other and stuff, we should have a podcast party somewhere, maybe in the borough, and all the regular listeners can come along and meet us and we'll have a drink and we'll have a dance. And if there's any Flange fans out there, we can have a scuttle with them.
Yeah, well, hey, man, I'm up for that. You know what I mean? It's class. I'll have my tag off by then as well, because the coppers have said I should really be giving them it back now, you know. But I've nicked.
Yeah, they're saying, you're saying I've been on good behaviour, but you haven't had any choice, you've been locked out.
Yeah, well, this is the thing, I've nicked it. So they've said, right, I love it, I've nicked the tag. And they said if I don't give it back, I'm in breach of me parole order, and they'll have to put me on a tag. Anyway, right, I've got something I need to be talking to you about anyway. Right, we're going to share it. Everyone, closing matters, you know, podcasters and how are you? Come
closer, listeners, come closer.
Right, as you know, boys and girls, right, we are Teesside, we are proud, right? And you know me, everyone knows me, I'm a man of the community, right? So I've been thinking, right, what's going to get us back on our feet so the international community knows, do you know what I mean? Know that we are Teesside and we are proud, right?
Free porn.
Yeah, well, no, we've done that. They've done that, right? Right, so listen to this. I've come up with a movie idea that we're going to set in Teesside, man. It's going to be mint, right? Let me tell you now, right? I've had NASA as involved in it. The great man NASA, he's like giving me some cash and that to sort it out. And I've got lads and lasses from around the parish, right? And we're going to have ourselves a movie. Now, Ted, right? I know you have connections in the movie business, don't you?
Well, yeah, I once fingered that lass who worked at Blockbusters in Town Centre. Quite a few times, actually.
Well, that's the type of connections I'm talking about, right? And I know, I've been talking to Bobby. I know I don't like him, but you know what I mean? Come off the time, come off the man, and I needed his help. And he's agreed that you will star as the number one star in this movie that I'm making.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. I knew I could rely on Bobby. I know I give him a hard time, but...
Yeah, he's squared you well away, right? He's got you an haircut at your barbers of choice when it opens again.
Right, well, that's going to be Grandy's on Salisbury Road.
Right. Like, I know Pat Wardell shut a long time ago, but there was some crisps left in storage. NASA's had them. He said the vintage, and you're going to have them as well, right?
All right, yeah. Well, come on, keep going.
Right, I've agreed with Bobby. You're on a 3-finger salary. It's going to be mint.
Oh, hang on. What? You mean a 3-figure salary?
No. Yeah, no, Ted, a 3-finger. We're going to pay you in 3 fish fingers a day because it's all we can afford. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, how are you, man? Look at me. I'm living in your shed. How much do you think I can afford?
3 feet. I thought you might even at least extend to like the full pack of fish fingers. 3. I'm worth more than 3. I'm worth at least a chicken burger as well.
No, well, I am giving him a full packet a day, but your agent's on commission, isn't he? So Bobby is like,
that's he's taking his cut, isn't he?
Because it's a pack of 10. Do you know what I mean? He's squaring 7 with. You need to sort that with your agent. You know, your business is your business, Ted. I'm not getting in the way of a man's business.
I did worry when you said a three-figure salary, and I thought, well, I give Julie 4. So, you know, it's not much.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, don't be telling her that you've lost out on the best part of 7 fish fingers a day. Because he's the agent, she will be furious. She'll be battering him.
Should go proper skits.
Well, right. Listen, podcasters. Listen, Ted. Let me lay it out for you, all right, brother?
Yeah, come on. What is the synopsis of the story?
Right. Listen, when I say scene, right, everybody, right, that doesn't mean like I've seen out the window or out like that, right? It's what we say in the movie business.
Well, like a cat walks past. Just seeing a cat.
If I see something like out the window I want to tell you about, I'll say spied. Just for this.
Yeah, spied.
Right, but when I'm saying scene, I'm talking about the video game. Right, I'm talking about this. Right, so the name of the movie is The Return of the Video Man.
Oh.
Yeah, well, man. Right. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. The lockdown continues. But all the bandwidth, right, that you have to, like, download movies and that, you can't be using it because it's all being used on the free porn that's still on offer. People are still pulling the head off it, you know what I mean? And flicking the thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you can't even, like, download a movie because all the bandwidth's getting used in it. Right? So only one man can help. Right? Scene. Right, yeah, matters, that means we've started. Right, so imagine it in your mind. Right, scene. Man is living in a caravan. Right, I'm going to use my caravan from the Bonnley, but we're going to get it moved down to where the river is. Right, a man is living in a tent. He is living in a caravan down by the river. When some bird turns up in a helicopter, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we'll have to figure out. I might get the police helicopter to chase me for a bit, and like just.
That's a good idea.
You know what I mean? And then we'll just pretend that it's like and this bird jumps out to meet our star. He's called Aldo, right? So you're gonna love him, right? Right, played by you, obviously. And she's like, Aldo, we need you. The world needs you again, right? And he goes, well, I'm not going back to that, right? And then he has a flashback of him opening like a video case, and it hasn't been rewound, man. Do you know what I mean? And it's and it's massive, and he's like, no, like, and he's got terror in his eyes. So obviously, he's had a hard life. You can imagine this now, can you?
Yeah, I'm visualising it now, yeah.
It's like we're there. Right, later on, like, she's gone and that, she's bucketed off, and he's sat in the caravan, and he's having a tap, and he's watching the telly, and it's the news, right? Like, and he sees, like, there's some fat mum in a PJ's getting, like, interviewed, like, obviously social distance and that, but she's getting interviewed, and she says, like, hey, yeah, the kids are doing me head in and that, because there's no bandwidth. I need someone to help. Right, and he just takes his tap out of his mouth. It's a shot back to him, and he takes his tap out of his mouth, and he's looking at the camera, and he goes, I got you, fat man, because you're one of our own. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Because that's going to be his catchphrase. You know what I mean? So I'm getting in there early. Then there's like a shot of him. He's like outside, and he's pulling a dusty sheet, right, off a Citroen Berlingo, right, and it's loaded up with loads of videotapes in the back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Right? And that is
that my stock? That's my stock, is it?
The start of the movie. Like, that's the pitch, like, that I'm taking round, and NASA's taking round everybody. Right, but we've got a couple of more things we're going to chuck in here, right? You need to have a bad guy, right? And our bad guy is a bloke called Blu-ray, right? Obviously, he doesn't do the videos. He does the CDs, doesn't he? Right? But Blu-ray has been agreed to be played by Norman Knackanut. Like,
my God.
Well, he's lent us his Berlingo, you see. That's what we're using as the video van. Fair enough. So I put him in there, right? And Blu-ray, i.e. Norman Knackanut, right? He's a man known around the parish for knocking out snide copies, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's always in the clubs and that, so he's like the bad guy. Yeah, we're like the pure Aldo, like yourself, your man Aldo. He's like the pure king. He's the return of the video man. Right?
That's right, mate. I'm all VHS cassettes.
Because you know what I mean. They'll never let you down.
I'm getting into the role now, Mally. You can hear me getting into it now. You know what I mean.
You did a good job there doing your fish fingers in that class, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking, like, I've got to keep my money game on point in that, right? So I'm thinking about franchises already. You know, like the Fast and the Furious.
All right, yeah, that load of shite,
Well,
yeah.
they have loads of them, man, because they call it like franchising and that, like Star Wars and that have them as well. And they're like
Police Academy.
it's a franchise. So I've already thought some spin-offs, right? We're going to have, after we've made this one, right, we're going to have the Pop Man, which is to be honest, but he runs out to pop, and like he's the only one who can do it, like, and he's at war with Lawcox, right? So the next one will be Pop Man, and then like this is going to be the one that like breaks us into America. This, right? You ready? The Elden Post lad.
The old post lad, yeah.
Well, right, it writes itself pretty much. I think that's going to be like a porno as well. You know, like he turns up with his sack full and he's at someone's house and she's like opens the door and she's like, oh, is that the Eddleton Post? And he's like, well, hi man, it's the Eddleton. This will be played by you as well. A little bit of make you look 16 again.
I could say something like, yeah, it is the Eddleton Post. I used to be the Teesside Times.
But that's for in the future. Do you know what I mean? Once we've cracked this. But so like I said, we've got we've had your man, and he's been sorting us all out, and that NASA, right? Because he is dying to get in on this. And he said, hey, you led Ted, like, listen to this. Once we filmed it, right, we are going to have like the opening day party and release party, and we're going to play it live. Now, don't get excited on out, but he reckons he could get it done in the Aston Labour Club. You know what I mean? Like pure quality all the way, right? And as the second best, he'll do it in the Robbie Ackman class.
Oh, the Robbie Ack on Southsea Road.
Well, so it's either one of them two venues. He says he can sort it out, and he reckons he's going to turn, instead of having popcorn now, he's got an alternative to popcorn. Never guess what it is, though. You'll know the lads.
Is it? Let me guess. Is it Cocoa
Pops in it? So he's got like pockets with Pops, and it says snacks on it. Man, he's mental.
Cocoa popcorn, he calls it. Yeah, it's just Cocoa Pops.
He's dead excited about it. He says he's going to brand it and that along with the movie. So, like, you know the crack, mate. Like, you need now to be cracking on with the getting us some sort of class, like, you know, like advert we can play on the podcast. Do you know what I mean? Something like a movie advert, man.
I reckon I could knock one up in a matter of seconds and play it any moment.
You're a talented lad. Let's see what you can do.
Right, here we go.
A post-apocalyptic society where bandwidth is a measurement in Nika elastic. One man on a quest to provide almost obsolete technology to an almost obsolete community.
Right, get in the queue then. Right, I've got, look who's talking, Cocktail and Howard the Duck.
Have you got Pretty Woman?
I probably have, yeah. I'll have a look for you, owner.
Ted Hanky is Aldo. The return of the video man.
Right, that's the second chewed up tape you've returned to me. You need to sort your tracking out and get your heads cleaned, right? Told you I could do it. What do you think about that? Eh? How did that?
I swear down, like all I did was like I just had a little sip on my 50 pop, and Ted was like doing loads of mad stuff, and it was class.
I'm one step ahead, mate. I'm one step ahead, kidder. You know what I mean?
You are, Aldo. That's why you are my leader, man. Do you know what I mean? You're class.
Yeah, Aldo. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good voice, that.
Yeah. If I do a different voice for it as well, you know what I mean? Like, I might be like, yes, hi, girls. My name is Aldo. Would you like a lift home in my Calibra? Just move the VHS cassette tapes to one side.
You know, he has a sitting bilingo. Like, he stick the script, Ted, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I thought budget had gone up with the film there. Sorry.
Norman, man, he'd be furious if we ran out his bilingos. That's his pride and joy. I don't want to bat off him. Do you know what I mean?
No, he's got hands like shovels.
Yes, man, he has. He reckons he's got all the snide copies and that. And he said he'll take care of record distribution. Don't know what he means by that, but do you know what I mean? Him and NASA were having a proper good talk about it.
I'll be honest, Mallory, I'm tremendously excited about this. I really am. I'm already sort of imagining the red carpet that I'm going to buy for my front room from it. It's going to be really nice.
It's going to be lush. We could all make a lot of packs of fish fingers here, you know what I mean?
Oh, mate, imagine how many fingers I'm going to get in flange because of it.
Well, hopefully you'll be getting them back in that bird who works at Blockbusters, because we're going to need that help, the distribution help.
She was lovely, mate. You know what I mean? She once let me rent Look Who's Talking, Beastmaster, the original first Ghostbusters, and there's what was the other one? Porky's. Yeah. I rented all them, and she only let me use it she let me just pay £3 for them all when it should have been £3 each, and that was because I'd given her a right good finger blasting.
That's class, right? But two of the movies, right, and this could be a little game for people at home. Two of the movies that you just named there used to be nicknames for our Julie at school, right?
Which one? Send your answers in now.
You send some money to Mala. Like, it's not going the NHS on out. I'll buy tablet of me. I'm ruthless. You know what I mean? I am one of our own. I'll be straight down the shop to get 50 gram.
Good. I enjoy that, Mala. Listen, I've got a very serious discussion point to make, and I think it might warrant a Mala rant with some emotive music behind it. But I don't know if you've seen the Brambles Farm lockdown street party with bingo and barbecue that was happening. Apparently there was 25 people all turned up having a big fucking massive street party at Brambles Farm, and rumour has it you provided all of the meat products for the barbecue.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, right, I did not provide any meat products for any barbecues going on down there. As you know, Ted, I'm a staunch vegetarian. Right, I only eat the veg. That's because I can't afford the meat, right? And I wouldn't be giving it away to no idiots that are going to have like things like that happening. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, what they're doing, man, you know what I mean? You're not allowed to be doing stuff. These are the type of idiots, right? Oh, well, they won't be listening to this for starters, so I can call them idiots, right? They don't watch the news, they don't read newspapers, they don't look at news articles online, they don't have a fucking clue, do they? They don't know what the kids are up to during the day, they don't know how much council tax they're meant to pay because they don't pay it. They're just losers.
Yeah, like, listen, I love everyone in Teesside, right? We're all rogues, man. Do you know what I mean? We are
lovable rogues.
Like, we are, like, listen, we're a little bit dodgy. Like, sometimes there's some bad stuff happen. Sometimes there's some good stuff happen. But we're all like one big community on Teesside. You know why? Because nobody else in the country likes us, man. Like, they always say we're crap. They're always, like, knocking us saying, yeah, your town, you're all smuggies and that. You don't have any money. Like, I even read that we were, like, one of the worst places to have coronavirus because with that skin and that, the NHS is, like, on its arse up here because no one cares about us. And you know why? Because people do stuff like that, Ted. Does me nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it cost a 300 quid lighter now, but I told you I put that money into the account, honestly.
Yeah, when I said you were going to piss that money away, I didn't realise that was what it was.
Listen, Malik, give the people one of your heartfelt sort of team talk messages that you're good at, just to get them on board and to stop them doing this type of behaviour. Right, so I'll put some nice emotive music on for you, mate, to help set the mood, and it's over to you.
Yeah, listen, people at Teesside, I keep on telling you, like, we are Teesside, man, we are proud. Do you know what I mean? We have got the best football team in the universe. We've got the best people. We've got the best places. We are the hardest people. Do you know what I mean? But I tell you what, I'm hurt at the minute because you're not helping. We need you here. Be good for once, man. Do you know what I mean? Then, like, I tell you what, I promise, when it's over, I promise you now, Mallory will come round and drop loads of substances off for you. I will, I promise. Do you know what I mean? I'll take you out on down Linthorpe Road and we'll all have a pint and a beer and then we'll all have a big scrap and that. And, like, yeah, the police will have nightmares with us. But, like, yeah, that's the way of the borough, innit? But for now, just for now, you've got to stop inside, man, and stop having daft barbecues and like going outside and shouting at grannies through windows because it's the birthdays or whatever else she's get up to, man. You just got to listen to what them lot down say. That Lewis Capaldi sent a message and said, "Away, lads." Like, and the rest of the country, you're like, all right, fair enough. But the Boro we're not having it. But we've got to have it. Do you know what I mean? Hey, our lad Ted here, he did a class thing the other night. He did that thing and he earned that money for charity. Like, and people are doing daft little things like that. You need to be doing better things. You don't have to do what Ted did. But you know what I mean, Teesside? We are Teesside, we are proud. We need to be doing it. So stop indoors, And then I swear down, right, honest to God, when it finishes, we'll trash the place and be mint. But I tell you, we will, Ted. We will. Good, yeah. And it was a good point you raised there about the thing I did. I reckon probably 80% of these thick bastards wouldn't know how to run a quiz. So I did a big thing there. So, clap for me on a Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on your doorsteps. Matt, for the past few weeks now, we've been playing some clips. You know what, mate? Sorry, my backy's gone down the wrong way.
Bloody hell, hasn't it? I told you not to smoke in this shed. Fucking hell, mate, what's that?
Chewing it, look.
What is it?
It's
cabbage leaves.
Yeah, I saw this on the Dukes of Hazzard, man. You just chew it and then you spit it into a bucket, but I don't have a bucket, so I'm spitting it into this old cup I've got.
Oh,
have a look at that, man.
Dirty bastard.
Pour it back in your mouth afterwards, man. And
like running Bovril.
My answer, the never-ending gobstopper. Do you know what I mean? It's a never-ending chewing tobacco. Just keep on spitting out.
Fucking never-ending cock blocker if you keep having that, mate. Honestly. Listen, I'm telling them about the Offshore Boys. The past few weeks now, we've played a few clips from it. It's getting, there's people at Channel 4 are listening to it and they're thinking, hey, it's a good concept, this. I like it. Let's see some more.
Is that what they're going to do? They're just going to make their own version? Hey, I've seen you before, Channel 4. Stay out with the Teesside, you know what I mean? Stick in the Yorkshire ways. We've got time. These here, you know what I mean?
That's it. Yeah. Mala, you invented Benefit Street, didn't you? Because you used to just go down Westbury Street, taking people's benefits money off them.
Well, I was an enforcer, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're going to play another clip from the Offshore Boys here, and I hope you enjoy it. I personally like the little intro music, so here we go.
The class. Hey, well, like I was telling you, you know what I mean, Piper? Like,
yeah.
I said to the missus, hey, listen, like, I've been working offshore, you know what I mean? I'm going out for a drink with the lads tonight, and there's nothing to do about it. And she was like, it's all right, you know what I mean? Because our Dua Lipa and our Kanye were both sleeping out. So she's having some sort of party. Like, well, I don't know, but she's having some sort of party, Piper. So I said, well, I tell you what, like, 3 on 3 off, I'm going to get myself down to the bull.
4 and 6 off,
6 or 3 on 3 off. So you know what I mean, Piper? I've got to pass tonight, lad. So I won't be going until at least 9 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm probably the same with you on this, Barry. You know what I mean? Because like our last is having a candle party. You know what I mean? And she's got all the mates round and that, and they're all in like onesies and stuff like that. And I said to her, look, hey Cheryl, listen, I'm not coming back tonight. You know what I mean? I'm out with Barry. You know what I mean? We've got a couple of big balls. We're going to be keying it down your arm. You know what I mean? And it's fucking, look at the weather in this beer garden now, mate. It's popping mint, isn't it? Look all the fucking fanny and that. No way I'm going back to that daft cow. No way.
Well, like I said, last like, don't expect me and Fibo to be cutting about. You know what I mean? Not going to have one of your onshore drinks. Like, we're going to have an offshore drink. You know what I mean?
Well,
man, that's what I've got from here. Went to the bar with a bull, and they've got their own special bar just for offshore lads. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. Yeah, she said to me, yeah, we'll come down Yam and meet you. And I said, will you fuck?
Well,
that's what I said.
Well, you did like, I mean, we don't want your last down here. We don't want my last down here.
No way, mate. No, I've told her, like, I've told her we're going to Norton.
Well, you know what I mean? Wouldn't want one of their onshore drinks in Norton. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, no way. Tell you, man, listen, we're out here, mate. We're going to do all the pubs. We're going to go in the restaurant and stuff like that, and we're going to get the most expensive food we can get, mate. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like I'm going to get like a lobster and that. You know what I mean? Because like I'm used to them offshore.
Yeah, well, that's an offshore meal, isn't it? You know what I mean? Lobster.
Yeah.
I'm not having steak. That's onshore. You know what I mean? Cows can't swim, man. Everyone knows this. It's onshore. You know,
mate. When me and you worked offshore in Chile, we had the best South American beef, didn't we, mate? That money could buy. You know what I mean? Like, and it cost like, I don't know, fucking 40, whatever the currency is over there is to ears, like, I don't know, cost about $3,000 over here, won't it?
Yeah, well, hey, I tell you now, like I just stopped talking about food there. See that bird over there? She's only spared me bright.
Oh, hey, mate, I've smashed her before. I did, you know, like in the party. I was in like a party in this house in Yarm, and we were all in the kitchen like that, just like doing loads of keys and stuff like that. And they would like they put some entrance on the music, and I was probably getting into it and like that. And this last came up and said, "Hey, proper class dancer, you pad." But I said, "No, I used to dance professionally, didn't I, in the Empire, in cages and that." And she went, "All right, nice one, yeah. Do you fancy like just booking us really fast in that little toilet there?" So I did. I put my scuttle really fast like that. Then I banged her on the head with a bog brush, because that's what I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, Fiver, that sounds like you, like all over the place. I can imagine it. You know what I mean? That's why you have 15 kids, kid. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what I mean? Like, I look after all my bands, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I've got them all. I don't even know all of the names at the minute, but I provide for them. You know what I mean? And I've got a trust fund. Whatever one of them is, put to one side where they're all going to inherit a Breitling.
Well, aye, man. Yeah, offshore kids. You know what I mean?
Well, you're the best type of animal, you know what I mean? Offshore kids, you bang them onshore, and then you go offshore and raise them.
3 on 3 off, kid. Well, aye.
Well, 6 on 4, man. Do you know what I mean?
Hey, I'll tell you what, like I've had the same, like, since I come home. Like, as you know, like, I would do a Lipa. She used to be, you know what I mean? But then
she's still doing like the dancing and stuff like that in the dancing class, you know what I mean?
It's called dancing, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, like her mum, you know what I mean? She can move, because
she's class, like, for 6-year-olds. She's really good.
Well, I've sent like a mum, you know what I mean, who I met in Angels, because I was stuffing 50s down there, you know what I mean? A bit of offshore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was like 10 of us in there, and she knew I was special, you know what I mean? She spied the Breitling, she knew it was offshore, you know what I mean? Didn't want any of the onshore lads. She knew, and she.
Right, mate. You're all right.
Well, I would do has changed the name, because she was Brittany, wasn't she? But she's now Dua Lipa. So I went down the town hall, didn't I? With him, Kanye, and our lass, and Dua Lipa now, and we changed it by default, man. You know what I mean? And
you got to get what I want, haven't you?
Well, I walked in that council office and I said, "Yeah, I tell you now, don't want one of your onshore names. Looking for offshore here. Call our Brittany Dua Lipa." And they said, "Well, we're not doing that." So I just whacked $2,000 cash. Do you know what I mean? Out there. And I said, "You've spared me Breitling. You've seen me cash. You know I'm offshore. Stop fucking about. Change your name." So they did. You know what I mean? Because they knew.
Oh, mate, yeah. Do you know what, mate? My Bronson, I've been taking him cage fighting since he was 3. He's 9 now. You know what I mean? He's going to be world champion. I kid you not, mate. He was having a sparring match the other day like that, and he just fucking sparked out a 25-year-old man.
Well, I've seen it, man. I've seen it. It was live on you. Like, it's one of the lads, one of the other offshore lads, forwarded it to us. You know, we have that big group on WhatsApp.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, it's just called Teesside Tigers. I'm a member of that. Man.
That's the one, yeah.
He said, look at Parbo's pig, and he just did a takedown, didn't he, and smashed his head off the ground. Like, see these little dodgy toilets. See, I'm going to pop in here. Give us that a second.
Go on. Don't be having it all. Don't be having it all.
He'll be all right.
Mad fucking you, mate. You're proper mad, aren't you?
Some crack.
I mean,
proper stuff.
I like the way how you've put it in the Vicks Vapor rub as well. It's fucking clever, that, mate. You know what I mean?
People just think I've got a block nose, man, and I just, you know what I mean? Straight up.
Yeah.
Bouncers wouldn't be coming and messing with us, like, so no, you know what I mean?
They know like we're the only ones in here who are buying champagne, you know what I mean? I don't even like it, mate, but it makes me look fucking mint. So, you know, the family looking at us now because we've got these bottles of champagne on our table.
Well, I'm a bit concerned that it's only like 5 o'clock, and like most of these is like just left work, like, at the minute. But you know what I mean? When the people come out, like, you know what I mean?
Seen her over there in the play suit. Seen her. You know what? She spied the Ray-Bans, hasn't she? She spied the Ray-Bans on my head. She knows that these are $2,000 sunglasses.
Hang on a second. Hey, love. Offshore, mind.
Offshore, man, get your rat out.
Work, man. Work. Look, she's making
Oh, she is. Well, look, she's pulling to one side. Oh, my God. See that? She just flashed the dash at us.
A bit of onshore mott, that. Onshore mott.
Oh, man, he's yam birds, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Gaganano and all the lads are offshore.
Well, I'll tell you now. That's why
I wouldn't catch myself doing that, though. You know what I mean? She's devoted. She's got devoted to me.
The band from Yam, man. That's just purely for us offshore lads, the band.
Well, aye.
Yeah, like, whose kitchen are we off to tonight, kid?
Yeah, I'm not bothered, me. Like, as long as like there's just loads and loads of stuff and loads muff.
Right,
That's all I'm there for.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now for us, because you know what I mean. 3 on 3 off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 6 on 4.
3 on 3 off. Right, what we're going to do is I'm going to buy an house right now so we can have a kitchen to go back to later. Because you
don't make one right move now and buy a house.
Yeah, get like one of them ones in Westbury Street for like 50 grand, man, and we'll just go and trash it and chuck it away tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Class. Sure. Let's do it, man. We'll have a proper party in there. You know what I mean? I'll put it on the group chat and the snappy flaps and stuff like that, and I'll get loads of them Billingham lasses round as well. You know, the ones who do like the personal pole dancing, and you can just put pound coins in the knickers.
Well, aye, man. We're gonna have a class night tonight, man. Proper offshore. Wouldn't want one of your onshore nights. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's fine. I say, all right, lads. All right. All right, Well, aye. You what?
You know, don't you?
Yeah, your nose, man, your nose, wipe your nose. Hey, well, aye, lads, cracking, class.
What was he looking at? I'm fucking banging up.
Wipe your nose, man, you're looking like you've been French kissing the Pillsbury door, man. Do you know what I mean? There you go, good lads. That's the lads that like looking after us, you know what I mean? The bouncer lads are there, just looking after us. Lads. Send them a bottle of champers over there from the offshore lads, you know what I mean? Bit of crystal for the offshore lads, you know, here you go, lads. Just take it. 3 on 3 off, kid.
Class, mate. Right.
Right, I'm telling you now, do you fancy just knocking do you fancy going to George for a couple of bitters, like?
Yeah, down these 2 bottles of Dom Perignon, and we'll just go to the George now. Shall we do it?
Yeah, well, aye. Go on, Pipo, you first. Down your neck, kid. Well, aye, offshore, kid, offshore. Right, now let's go. Well, right, see you later, lads. Bye, lads. See you later. 3 on 3. Party later, yeah. Party later.
6 or 4.
Right.
Party.
Ta-da.
Well. Another good clip there from the Offshore Boys. They're a bit wild and wacky, them, like, you know what I mean? If I seen them down Yarm or not, then I'd probably stay clear of them. They sound like trouble.
I thought, like, they get drugs tested offshore. What's the crack there, like?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I mean, they haven't once said that they are doing drugs, but the references certainly sound like they are. But maybe just hard. You just don't know, do you?
No, you know they are class though. I love it, mate. The mint. I reckon we could hear another couple of them easy.
Oh, I think so, yeah. And over the next couple of weeks, they do get into some right funny little scrapes because I've listened to it and we wrote it. We know the track.
I like it when he goes like, well, it's because we're offshore. You know, like he does it like that. It's mint, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should do like a spin-off of the Offshore Wives. And,
you know, when you've been rattling some Offshore Wives, this really was that you had, like, that you had.
Yeah, they love it, mate. They do. They proper love it. I'm trying to keep quiet now because, like, Jolie, I can hear her walking about, you know what I mean?
To the lazy spot, isn't she?
She's in the garden, just the fucking house is shaking.
The window there, look, you can just see it.
Oh, God.
I'm out Uwe Fuchs member, waiting to receive
She's got a Cadbury's flake sticking out of her ass.
What I'm more concerned about is why the water seems to be coming from the bucket at the side of the shed. Isn't that what you dump the dogs in?
Let you reuse water, mate. You know what I mean? What if there's a water crisis?
You cracking Ted. Well, I tell you what, right? I'm going to let you go and get in the hot tub with her. God, I don't want to see this. Is there any chance I can pop inside and watch some more Four in a Bed on the big TV?
Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, I might be able to. If you hear any really loud, aggressive splashes, then just imagine, like a fish when it's taken out of the water. That's going to be me lying on Julie's lap.
Well, you enjoy your wares while you can. All right, Maris, I'm going to go up and enjoy the big house for a little bit while I've got it to myself. Cheers,
see you later,
podcasters.
Good. I've let him go and watch Four in a Bed because he still thinks it's mucky, even though he's disappointed every time he switches it on. He still thinks it's going to turn into some massive sort of fucking cuckold and sort of sex party or something like that. You know what I mean? But he's clueless. He really is. Yeah. Good. Another good episode there of Ted Talks, the Ted Hanky Podcast, episode 44, complete and clocked, proper class, you know what I mean? Big thank you to the sponsors of the show, Boro Fan TV, Showcase Comedy, and the last stop to Edinburgh Festival. Yeah, that's it. Proper class, you know what I mean? I'm back live on Wednesday night again on my Facebook page, Ted Hanky Facebook. And this week I'm interviewing the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, or as Mala calls him, Lewis Capaldi. So I'll be interviewing him. He's tied up in some sort of bleach scandal at the moment. So I'm interviewing Boris. My quiz, like I said, was a big success. Loads of money raised. You can still donate if you go on my Ted Hanky page. There's a link on there. But I'm going to be doing another one this month as well, so watch out for that. Tickets will go on sale. You can play live, and all the money goes to the NHS. Going to be proper mint. I'm going to get some more celebs doing questions and that. I think you'll love it. I do. I think you'll really enjoy it. Yeah. So nothing more to say really. Just please give the podcast a share about. Invite your mates to listen to it and that. And if you've not given it a rating on iTunes, if you're one of them Apple phone users or you've got an iPad, please go on to the Ted Hanky Podcast and leave it a 5-star rating. And the best of all, if you go to coffee.com, ko-fi.com, you can buy me a coffee as well. Just search for it on there. It's only £3 and it does go a long way to keeping my caffeine levels at an optimum high. So, thank you very much. And as per usual, up the butter and believe.